I'm really excited. This Friday, we will have the formal dedication and opening of the Black Gospel Archive and Listening Center. I'm really excited because of the work that people have done to collaboratively build a space that is absolutely visually stunning. It's really celebratory of African American culture, and it allows us to do something that moves beyond the Black Gospel Restoration Project, which was virtual. You couldn't touch that. We've digitized the tracks, and you can listen to 3,500 tracks. Anyone in the world can do that. So we're already sharing that with the world, but we didn't have a proper physical home for the collection. The project was in early planning before when I arrived last June, and I really thought it was important to not only double the space in which was originally planned, but to carry the space out into the floor so that we had an opportunity to visually celebrate our diversity in ways that we don't currently see on campus. And that to me is really exciting. I think it's important for all of our students and faculty to see themselves in our spaces. And this gave us an opportunity to do that. I think the other exciting piece is that we took a time out and actually met with some faculty of color to get their perspectives on how they would like to see this space organized. What did they want to get out of this space? And it was really clear that we wanted to respectfully honor the culture, but also wanted to present things in a very modern way with the computers and really nice furnishings, having technology that allows somebody to close this door and they can actually listen, they can play the LPs or the 45s, they can play along with the keyboard that we've put in this. We can have screens where they have the sheet music or other kinds of humanities materials and fully engage. And with that door shut, you and I wouldn't hear anything that's going on. So I think it's providing a unique opportunity, not just for our campus, but as people become aware of the Black Gospel Restoration Project, this then becomes a physical home for them to come access things that they don't have access through the Black Gospel Restoration Project. More than half of the tracks you can only access when you're on campus because they're under copyright. So this would allow visiting scholars to come in and really deeply engage. But it was more important for me that we don't just do it for the digital scholars. I see this as a resource for the Waco community, for the African American churches and choir directors to come in and utilize the resources, and beyond Waco, the rest of Texas, to just really make this a home. And I hope people take me up on it if we continue to get more donations of the actual materials itself. Hold me to task. We fill all the shelves. I will expand this even further out so that we will grow along with the collection.
The space for me is very significant for a few reasons. First and foremost, it provides a space for musicians and researchers to come listen without interruption. I also believe that this space will afford immediate access to scores or recordings or sheet music of pieces that might have been thought to have been lost or long gone. And so it's going to be a good thing for a practitioner to come in and maybe learn the original key that a song was recorded in, or to come play along with a recording in a space like this where you have a keyboard next to you where you can play that. I think the keyboard in this listening space is particularly significant it's significant because it allows gospel music to remain an oral tradition, something that is picked up from the ear, produced through the ear and produced through the finger. So it's not just something that exists on paper or on some type of sheet, something that can be heard through the ear and experienced through the ear and reproduced by what is heard. And so I think this connection, this readily available oral connection to the oral experience of gospel music is important. And then for that to be encased or housed within another separate space for these spaces and for these notes and lyrics and music to breathe is an awesome thing. For me personally, as a researcher, I do plan to use the space so that I can have an opportunity to play along with Mahalia Jackson and to play along with Albertina Walker and lots of other artists that I might not have a chance to play along with in real time and actually hear the crackles of the vinyl. I think that's another important thing as well with regard to this particular space and how this turntable can be used along with the keyboard. To walk around and see the modern, sleek design with such an important historical music and contribution to music in the United States is an important thing. And for it to be housed on Baylor's campus is even more significant because it shows the university's commitment to this particular art form and the people from whom it comes.